Good evening, and welcome to Antares News, bringing you the most up-to-date information from across the galaxy. Our top story, insurrection in far space. Planets at the edge of our core systems rebel against the collective protection in this special...
Well, certainly, the warp could have potential to revolutionize space travel. But as we know, it has catastrophic side effects to organic life. Overexposure, for lack of a better word, warps the body.
All rumors of a superweapon being assembled in far space are completely false. You are secure in the hands of the Antares Collective. Your cooperation keeps your galaxy safe.
For petty larceny, vandalism, and piracy, collective peacekeepers are asking for any information on Captain Jericho Nova.
The latest and greatest from our new line of artificial intelligence. So advanced, you'd swear it's actually learning and evolving. And that's not all.
Empyrean travel. See the galaxy and expand your horizons, while learning from the best and brightest minds the known universe has to offer.
Junk work's a perfectly valid profession. We go in, we dig through the waste, we come out with something shiny someone else wants, everybody wins.
Now, I understand Zath operations scare people, but the criminal clan? Whew, that's outrageous. Your home and your wallet are perfectly safe.
Like to jump out to far space and see what adventure the edge of the galaxy has to offer. And for those taking the plunge for the first time, Godspeed, you strangers to the stars.
Greetings, space travelers, and welcome back to Strangers to the Stars, where once again my voice mod is not working. Fun.
Rip.
As usual, I am your host and game master, Alex Beckham, and with me we have Kristen Trawczynski.
Hello.
DB Grease.
Hello, hello, hello.
Wing Creeps.
If you had the chance to play Bayonetta free, would you?
I mean, sure, yeah, sure, fuck.
And we have Kylie Ann. Somewhere.
Hello.
Hello, there's a Kylie Ann. Toonwolf is busy doing something else, will not be joining us today, unfortunately.
Yeet.
So, before we get to the recap, let me just go over the usual, what-to-dos about, that bar at the bottom, fill it up, with 1,000 bits, and everyone gets a space mulligan that they can use on one roll to try and make it better, whether that be bumping it up to a success or partial success, or that be just a straight-up reroll if it's particularly bad.
Chat, we desperately need those space mulligans. We're disasters.
Now, why would they desperately need the space mulligan? Well, it could be because last time on Strangers to the Stars, our heroes explored the derelict spacecraft that had crashed in the middle of the desert planet of Cayutana, finding logs that basically the captain of it went crazy and decided the warlocks of Cayutana all needed to die because they were apparently haunting his nightmares. So after a big battle, the warlocks scattered across space, leaving Melody, one of their youngest, alone on Cayutana for quite some time. Luckily for Melody, she had the entire temple of the Warp Witches all to herself, and seemed to be doing enough to do a live during that whole thing, and I forgot to turn off my email notifications, so that's fun.
Oh no.
Melody got an email.
Melody got email down there, it's great! But anyway, our heroes went into the temple where they learned a bit more about Melody and her growing up, trying to study where did all the Warp Witches go. I really miss them, and I want them to come back, and Cayutana could be green again too, that would be nice. But they overcame some trials in the Desert Temple to unlock this basic statue guardian safe thing that was holding up a piece of the map. So Ace climbed up to get it, and right by the map, staring him dead in the eyes, was Melody Faye.
Sup? This is no time for your panic, Jerry!
That's not my panic, that's my stress! It's a stressful situation, Ace! That wasn't in character.
No.
Imagine
Okay.
if it was.
All right. So after a second to register this, he's like, "Right. And how long have you been here?"
Well, I mean, there was an alarm that got set off, so I teleported here as fast as I could, investigated to see, is that just rats, or maybe is it ghosts? No, it's actual thieves who broke into my home.
All right. To be fair, we didn't realize it was yours. Didn't expect you to have a whole ass temple.
Did the alarm saying my name not give it away that I might live here?
The
Ace?
alarm said her name.
Yeah, the before alarm. Well, bit too late for that, innit?
I
Wow,
must have missed that detail. I apologize.
yeah, that's an
Yeah.
amazing excuse. You went in anyway, and you might as well commit more crimes since you're already here. Great excuse, Ace.
Yeah, right. Well, don't pin it on me.
You're the one who's up here trying to steal my map piece, Ace!
You know full well why.
Melody just continues to stare Ace dead in the eyes, raises one hand, snaps a finger, and the map piece disappears into thin air.
Crap.
Hey, so can we see what's going on from down here, or like?
If you crane your neck up, yeah.
Cool. Imagine being able to look up. Fucking wild.
Imagine
Really
looking
living my fantasy
upwards.
life now.
Imagine a third dimension, and that is up and down.
Really living my fantasy life now. Holy shit.
Glad we're all talls.
So, this gonna be a fight or something now?
I mean, there isn't. So hey, first of all, hi. Sorry. Was the map piece ever even here? I think that's worth asking.
I put it here because I thought no one would be stupid enough to come to Keutana to try and look for it. Then I remembered it was you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, running a whole league is stupid, I guess.
Yeah, pretty stupid. Yeah, that's very true. I can't deny that. Well, hey, since we're having this fun conversation, how about we at least have this conversation on a single plane instead of having two people up there and, 4 people down here? Like, all 6 of us could be in a single space to apologize and maybe talk things over. We will apologize, and the remaining parties could come down here to the ground. I'm gonna keep saying that and hope that maybe that will occur.
Ace, does that occur?
One thing first.
I'm sorry, you break into my house, you try to steal my stuff, and then you're the one who's making demands? You're the one who's saying one thing before I do anything to meet you on your level? Is that what I'm understanding here, Ace?
Ace, it's her house. Don't be a dick.
I just wanna ask her one thing.
You can do that on the ground, Ace.
I'd rather hear it up here. It'll be quick.
Make a savvy roll.
Alright.
You're doomed.
Alright. Alright. I guess I gotta move you there myself. She puts 2 fingers to your chest, and you feel like this crushing sensation and then an expanding sensation all over your body, Ace. And suddenly you are right on the ground next to Jericho.
Oh! Kind of figured you'd jump down because you do the climbing thing, but okay, cool.
Yeah, no, he wanted to be a dramatic bitch and cross his arms and be like, "Nay, I want to hear it from you first, up here."
That does sound like something he would do. You alright, Ace?
Aye.
Okay.
I'm fine!
Glad to hear it. Cool. Great. Malady, would you care to join us?
Alright, so, since apparently we're making demands as to
Please?
when people can come down, here's
Please.
mine. Weapons on the ground.
Okay.
Sure.
I just put my hands up. I have no weapons.
Jericho puts down her sword.
I pull out the guns and I just say, good accent. Guess you were close with Alani then, were you? Tosses one gun down.
I can count
Rez
to 2.
puts her gun on the ground.
And I know where this is going.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna stay up here then, she says, casually leaning back on top of the statues.
Drops the other one very close to me.
Melody does not come down.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Look, if you're just gonna be this difficult, I might as well stay here where it's comfy. That's what I'm saying.
Don't suppose you're holding anything else, Ace?
It's 2 guns.
I mean,
Yeah, it took you fucking forever to remember you had to.
Well, I've dropped them both.
Okay. So clearly, we have not done the best to make amends. I apologize on behalf of my crew and accompaniment.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, so couple of questions. Well, okay, I don't quite know where to start, to be frank. Which, to be fair, this is quite the situation. It's not too often that you stumble into a person's house and stumble through their backstory shit. Apologies. Very rude of us, incredibly so. So you left the map here for safekeeping.
Yeah?
I guess I'm like, why not just keep it with you and your friend? Speaking of your friend, don't suppose he's I would assume not, because I feel like we wouldn't even be having a conversation were he around, but I should ask nonetheless.
Okay, so that's like multiple questions. I'm gonna try and address them all.
Sorry? Okay,
so first of all, was safekeeping here as opposed to taking it with me. Am I catching up so far?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, obviously.
Ace, don't be a dick.
Well, like I said, I thought here was relatively safe because I don't know if you've seen outside. Cayetana kinda sucks right now. People don't really come here. Whereas if I was just, carrying this around with me, I could get jumped by any idiot asshole. I was about to merge those 2 words together with a gun from behind me and be like, give me your money and your map pieces, and that would be unfortunate.
Can a gun from behind you really do that much to you? You're an impressive witch.
I mean, I would assume a gun is faster than the time it would take me to turn around and send him into a hell dimension.
Fair. I mean, look, I don't want. Listen, I don't want to assume. I mean, okay, that makes sense. I just, I guess it surprises me that your friend would be that patient. It makes sense, but I just had to ask.
Speaking of, I think the second part of the question was, where is he? The
Yes.
answer is on the way.
Ah, cool. Love that. Good to know. Alright. Next question. So everyone, again, apologies. Saw a lot of things I reckon we were not supposed to see. Really would rather have not gone snooping through all your stuff, but we were here for a purpose.
Right, the whole might as well excuse. Got that part.
I mean, I'm not saying it's an excuse. It is something that we did that is wrong, and I apologize. I'm not saying what we did is okay. But, you know, we both have similar goals here, so I'd assume you would
Jerry!
understand. Yes?
You've
Ace?
already tried that. It's not gonna work a second time.
I am trying to speak, Ace. I'm sorry, would you like to continue to be a dick to our, host?
I mean, she's not exactly being much different to us.
I mean, she didn't send you to a hell dimension. She super could've.
Melody, I've got another question. Who's using who in this situation?
Excuse me?
You and Grail. I know a bit about both of you now, and I'm going to admit, I actually feel a tiny bit sorry for both of you, but I have to wonder, who has the better deal out of you two here? Who's gaining the most?
What the fuck is wrong with you? What, just because you cannot comprehend the idea of people being friends doesn't mean they don't exist?
But I don't believe it between you two!
Like I fucking just said! I don't care that you cannot form a single fucking friendly bond with anyone without thinking of how to screw them over. But I am friends with Grail. It's not hard to understand.
No, it makes sense. You were all alone, and it sounds like he was the first person that came to you. At least that's what I'm gathering. I could be wrong.
He was in bad shape. He landed here. I helped him out. He helped me out. We help each other.
Yeah. Sounds like a good friendship. It's important to have friends. That said, like, I get wanting to help your friend, but, you know, your family or whatever, their whole thing is making this place green again, right?
Yeah?
Seems to me that destroying the universe would kind of go against that.
Make a savvy roll for me, please.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
Good job.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, yeah, destroying the whole universe, that's kind of the elevator pitch version, because once you... Like, if people go, whoa, hey, back the fuck up once they hear destroy the universe, then, like, you don't really need to waste time talking about the full plan, you know?
I mean, I'd like to hear the full plan. Here's the thing. If it goes beyond just destroying the whole universe, I can admit, current universe, pretty fucked shape. You know, we just want to stop the Antares Collective, so that is, in fact, a part of the universe. So if there's more to the pitch than just destroy the universe, you know, give me the elevator pitch. I'd like to hear it. If you give me I apologize for my rudeness.
Of course you do. So, since you were snooping around my house, I can only assume you saw some of the diagrams I made.
Yeah, we saw them. Couldn't really make heads or tails of them, but we saw them.
Yeah, that's where I figured some of the warp witches are, and it would suck if they blew up, so not blowing up those planets.
I see. So it's not so much blowing up every planet, it's just every planet that doesn't have warp witches.
It is a lot. Like you said, the universe kinda sucks. I don't know, like, how much you know about it, but it's a whole lot of people that just want to kill you or rob you for no reason whatsoever other than they think they can. And that's not how the universe should work.
I mean, I agree. It's fair, but I wouldn't necessarily say wiping most of it out is the way to go about fixing it.
I would put the fear of metaphorical God into the rest of it, at least.
I mean, you're not wrong, but,
You're a psycho.
A psycho? Really?
Are you listening to her?
Look, if you've been through enough shit, plenty of things seem reasonable.
This isn't reasonable. There's a thing called realism being realistic. You know, I could have gotten off the entirety of the Zaf criminal clan. I fucking didn't.
I mean, I'm not.
'Cause I'm better than them.
I'm sure you are.
And what is she trying to prove?
You know, you're being very rude right now. I could send you
Oh,
into a hell dimension so the rest
you.
of us can finish this conversation.
I don't give a shit.
All right. She
Ace,
starts
wait.
raising a hand, and energy gathers around it.
Stop. No, please
I
don't.
don't think that's going to solve anything, if you don't mind me interjecting, Miss Malady. But that does... I think that you also have kind of proven a bit that the universe does kind of suck, but there's obviously some good left, isn't there?
Where?
Did you meet the cat people?
Yeah, the cat people leave well enough alone, and obviously I'm not going to blow up the planet I live on.
Not here. The ones that were you didn't. I don't know if you probably didn't go to Marilia, but there were. Listen, we encountered some cat people. Seemed like they were related to Chance here. They were pretty darn cool. You know, I've met loads of people. Like, actually, here's a question, Hality. How many people have you actually met?
She starts counting on her fingers.
Okay, fair enough. Because here's the thing, I've also met a whole lot of people. And yeah, a lot of them really fucking suck. But it's a big, wide universe, and, you know, with a universe full of infinite possibilities means there's a whole lot of possibilities for people to surprise you.
I really don't like surprises. One of the last surprises I got was having a giant star cruiser appear in the sky and start bombing my home when I was a child.
It's fair. That said, you're gonna be the one bringing the Star Cruiser down on a whole lot of other kids hiding out in caves.
Make a savvy check.
I think... dang it, I can't use inspiring.
You cannot inspire yourself.
Curses! That's depressing. Alright, well, I tried.
Well,
oh, wait!
What?
What I meant was...
what I meant was technically allowed, yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
We also have enough for a space mulligan, so...
We do, so... There's a lot of... Do you want me to elaborate based on what I meant? What I meant was, or do you want me to just roll again?
Elaborate.
I mean... Yeah, not everyone's been through the same shit as you. But I know a kid who grew up with a lot of other kids stuck out in alleyways, no one there but themselves, and then Terra's collection comes in, drops bombs on him, fucks him up. Same thing. Me, you, actually probably a couple people here, if I'm honest. You know, it's... I'm just saying, you know, I'm just elaborating. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I thought I'd have more. I didn't. I was like, I did it! I didn't think I'd get this far.
Oh, I didn't think I'd get this far.
I'm just gonna roll again, though.
Oh my god!
Incredible.
So Space Mulligan lets us bump it up, right?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Cool.
Do we have one?
We have one.
We just got one.
Okay.
Thank you, the Bean 2.
Thank you, the Bean 2, for giving us a space mulligan. Fastest use of a space mulligan ever.
I'm like, I'm going to succeed at this fucking check! It was...
Alright. So what's the alternative? What's your plan?
Well, I mean, stop the Antares Collective, so...
Ow!
I mean, Deimos Star I guess the hope would be to use it in a more concentrated manner. Like you said, the elevator pitch doesn't destroy the universe, it's destroy the people who are fucking you up. So, you know, tighten the scope, see if we can just take out what we need to instead of everything. I'll be honest, I don't quite know how the thing works, and after quite a few experiences, I'm nervous about it. But I don't think the warp's all bad. So you can't just shove these things away in a box, or bomb them, or just smother them away because they give you nightmares or whatever. It's part of the universe, and we should be living with it, not fighting it. It's the same as fighting nature or anything else. You can't fight a hurricane. You just gotta learn to live with them. So that's kind of what I want to do, I guess.
Melody is now leaning over the side of the statue to get like a better look and need to project less, as opposed to her just like leaning back, hands behind her head in like a hammock position like she was before. She's leaning forward, slight smile on her face. You know, when you put it like that, we kind of want the same thing, don't we?
I mean, that is a bit of what I've been saying, yeah. I mean, I'll admit my my initial issue was in fact with the all of the universe thing. So, yeah, actually I would say our interests align.
And it doesn't seem psychopathic to you? She says, raising an eyebrow, looking pointedly at Ace.
I mean, I can't speak for everyone.
When you start including innocence is when it starts sounding psychopathic.
Exactly.
It's really hard to tell, though, is the thing.
Yes, yes it is, which you're very well familiar with. You're so upset about this entire thing because someone had a problem with specific warp witches, or even a warp witch. And so they took it out on your entire planet. You and many others were an innocent who got caught up in that rampage. How does that make you any different if you're willing to take the gun and point it at innocents because they happen to be in the vicinity of those who might wrong you?
Make me a savvy check.
And I will ask, can I use my nice new feat since I am technically talking to a local and communicating an idea to them?
Technically, you are, because Melody is, in fact, a local of Gaetana.
Don't need it anyways.
Double 11.
All savvy rolls are the same.
Yeah. All savvy all the way down, baby. Melody pauses. She seems like a little bit thrown by the question. She clears her throat. Listen, I'm assuming you don't have all the pieces either, which is why you came for this, right?
I mean, I wouldn't
Obviously.
go breaking into your house if I didn't have to, or you know what I mean. Yeah.
I guess what that's leading to is while we're looking for whatever pieces are left that would let me fire this thing, I would have at least a decent amount of time. I don't want to say plenty, but at least a decent amount to, like, you know, fine-tune the plan. Make sure, like, there's not too much collateral damage.
You know, I'll say it's not entirely our decision. We do have a benefactor, but that benefactor does want that gun, aimed at the Antares Collective, and I'll be frank, I don't know how we were gonna aim the thing. So coming to an agreement may be our best option. Thank you, communicator squeaking right at the right time.
I mean, that just sounds like a whole bunch of people want the gun fired and are just arguing as to how big the gun should be, so I think this is just 100% a win.
I mean, I think that depends if your friend agrees. I think we might need to bring some friends to the table to discuss this before we go making any big decisions, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I'm glad we could agree on something at least.
There is that, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? How about this? You've got your piece. We have our benefactor that we will need to talk to. So my suggestion would be, I don't know if you want us to wait for your friend, or if you'd be okay with us leaving, getting our friend, and maybe we can arrange some kind of, meet up on, neutral ground.
Neutral ground probably sounds the most sane, honestly.
It does.
Yeah, that way we're not gonna get jumped going back to your place. You don't have to worry about us jumping you.
Correct, yes, that is in fact something I'm a little bit concerned on. Don't get me wrong, I think you're pretty, I like you, I think you're pretty cool, but y'all have tried to kill my crew before, so that is a concern of mine.
I mean, what's attempted murder? It's far space, everyone does that.
I mean, you're right, you guys attempted murder, we did just break into your house, so bygones.
Yeah.
We did just do that, yeah, when I say it out loud, it sounds pretty fucking crazy!
Yeah, a little bit!
Okay. But yeah. Does that sound agreeable to you for us to break and arrange some kind of meeting?
Works for me.
Okay, sounds good. Can I get your number?
As sheer lesbian embarrassment overwhelms Jericho, Mallory raises a finger, pauses. I'm going to have to double check with the ship what our ship's communicator number is.
Sounds great.
Ace actually looks a bit disgusted at that.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you my number, and, we'll, to talk this over later.
Sure, I'll give you a couple of space hours to, get things settled and all that.
Alright, sounds good. Jericho, pulls out her notebook, scribbles something on the paper, folds it up, puts it on the ground. Okay, so we're gonna go and try to not die. Don't suppose you could, call your friend and tell him to not, kill us if we happen to bump into him on the way out, because, if he kills us, it is going to be harder for us to come to this potential agreement.
Oh yeah, I should probably get to him pretty fast. Then I'm gonna go.
Okay, yeah, great. All right, sounds great. All right, great. All right, glad we could have this talk. Okay, let's move out, gang.
Melody spins her staff around in front of her and disappears.
Well, that went well.
That was quite an experience.
Okay, so before we have any discussion about the ramifications of this, we should get going.
Absolutely.
Hey, Ace, I know you've got some problems. I can tell you've got some problems. I have every intention of discussing this with you later. We'll all talk about this later, but for now, I want to not have to deal with fighting the angry chronic pain man.
Whatever. You're a fucking joke.
Okay. Jericho grabs her sword, tosses weapons to other people very gently, hands over the gun that Ace did not. Like, Ace had the one that was closer to him and the one that was farther away. She grabs the one that was farther away and gently hands it to him.
Takes it.
Alright, let's get out of here somehow!
Alright. You head back towards the entrance corridor, and you look up towards the passage that leads into the Remus Star Cruiser that you went down before to get into the temple. There are enough handhelds and enough of you to, like, hoist each other up as a humanoid ladder that you're relatively certain you can get up there given enough time, which is, like, 3-5 minutes at most. You're in reasonable shape,
good.
yeah. You're in reasonable shape.
It's the Metal Gear Solid ladder.
What a thrill!
God.
Alright. As you clamber back into the Remus, it is once again deathly quiet. Apparently, the upside down space world dead zone is dispelled.
Oh.
Jericho's like, any ghosts? Oh, just the previous ghosts of the horrifying dead. Alright, let's go!
It is a long climb back up, but luckily it's an upturned starfighter, and there are a lot of metal bits poking out that make just fine handholds because they were bolted to the wall. So you clamber on out, back into the blinding light of the Keutana sun.
Love this.
Okay. We gotta get to a place where we gotta get back to our ship. Fuck.
How far is it?
Can't remember. Like, it's been so long now.
Like, several hours, like most of the day's drive on the skiffs, on the desert sand skiffs.
Whoa.
Is it too far away for Compass to contact it?
I was about to say.
Unless, of course, you do that. It'll take you a bit to get somewhere with signal, but
It'll make it quicker, we think. So.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Captain, I have signal to call the ship.
Please call the ship. It's so fucking hot. I want to die.
You beep the car gives the signal, the Zephyr to come fly over towards your position. It's in cruise control, like a flight speed that's safe for the atmosphere and wouldn't blow anything over. But it takes about like an hour for the Zephyr to reach you.
Woo! I guess while we're waiting. So do we want to have a hot desert talk, or do we want to wait until we're on the ship and have an awkward ship conversation?
I mean,
Any of the above are fine by me.
Ace?
What?
I'm asking if you want to talk about the thing, but if you're not up for it, this was a question for you. We are sitting here in this desert. It is appropriately miserable.
Why can you not just get to the fucking point?
Well, I was easing into it, but, you know, alright, fine, Ace, you want to tell me what's on your fucking mind?
Listen, your fun little bravado speeches are cool. You should write it down in a book. It's all great. You know the only thing you had to say to her? All you had to say was life sucks, deal with it. That's it.
Oh yeah, was that working out for you? The blunt approach was obviously going so well up there.
This is ridiculous.
Should I be saying that to you? Because clearly you've got a big old chip on your shoulder, and I was going to ask, since you know about my whole thing, I was going to ask. See, here's the thing, Ace. Yeah, life does fucking suck. It sucks a lot. I've seen it. I'm very aware that it sucks. And here's the thing. We, as people, the only way we all get through the whole shit sucks thing is by communicating and not just going shit sucks and then you die. Because let me tell you, I did the shit sucks, get over it. I did a lot of awful shit because shit sucks, get over it. Everyone is a person and everyone deserves to be treated like a person. And that includes you and that includes her. And that even includes the fucking bastard who wanted to kill us. Because, you know what? I will absolutely stop him if he tries to hurt any of you. I will absolutely fucking kill that man if I must. But if I have the chance to try something else, there's been enough of that.
He's suffering.
Yeah.
And if we can you know what? If we can find a way to stop him from suffering, sure, fine. Let's experiment.
So what did you want out of that conversation, Ace?
Exactly what I just said. Guess what with me? Shit sucks, deal with it. What did I do? I went and earned honest money for a change. I went and found the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I'm in the best place I could ever fucking be right now. Well, not precisely here right now, because I've been kidnapped by you fucking lunatics and dragged into this when I should be at home with my husband. God knows what he's doing right now, what he's feeling. I didn't want this. Alright? Yeah, it was fun, it was exciting for a little bit, but look where it's gotten us now.
How do you view where it's gotten us?
We're standing in the middle of a fucking desert. We have this witch all over the place with us. We have all the galaxy trying to fucking kill us. That's not what I signed up for.
It's not what any of us signed up for.
Most people
Then
don't.
why'd you keep trying to look for it?
Because guess where it looks like we are from my point of view? Standing between people who are trying to literally destroy the universe, including your darling husband, and making sure that doesn't happen. Sure, we've got the sun bearing down on us, waiting for our ship to come, and we might not even succeed in what we're doing. But at least I'd rather be here than back home eating pudding and imagining the world is fine when I know it's not.
Look, I'm stuck with this. I'm stuck with you, and that's fine. I'm not bailing. That's not what I'm saying. Just, Jerry, take this fucking seriously. Stop flirting with her. Stop thinking, oh, just a little wink, a little cheeky wink and all that, and it's gonna be all okay. Just a little chatty thing, it's fine. She could double cross us at any minute.
Do you think I'm not taking this fucking seriously?
Well, it certainly doesn't seem like it.
Listen, I'm not gonna say that I don't like her, because I do. It's got nothing to do with this. Because here's the deal. If Grail was offering a similar, I can control the fucking thing and I'm willing to be reasoned with, I'd be talking the same fucking deal with him. I'd be talking the same deal with anyone. Because here's the thing, Ace. I will do fucking anything to make sure the Antares Collective is wiped off the fucking map.
Chance raises
And
a
I
hand. Sorry to interrupt, Captain. Ace, how many selfies have you taken so far before yelling at us to take this seriously?
Those are when the calm was here. We're currently in the fucking eye of the hurricane, alright?
So the selfie with the murder gorilla, that was when the calm was here.
Oh, come on, Chance!
He has a point.
That was when I knew we were gonna win. With her and him, I'll admit, I don't have a fucking clue.
So if it was just you, what would you have done?
They'd be dead by now.
Really?
I don't take kindly to people who humiliate me.
So your pride's more important than the universe?
That's the one thing I'm glad you guys are here for. Alright?
Okay. Listen. I understand that these people have attacked you. And I also understand they may not necessarily be the most stable. We've had our differences. But to be frank, I've made friends with a whole lot of people who socked me in the face one day and then we were best friends the next. So, it's not unheard of. Relationships can be pretty fucking wild. You have a problem with warp witches?
No.
Okay. Can I ask what got you so on edge then? Because you were on edge before she showed up.
It was, seeing Alani just... It doesn't matter.
Do you know them?
I don't know Alani, but she just reminded me of someone.
Okay.
I already told you, Jerry. You'll only find out about me if somebody else tells you. And the fact that we're very close to Hahiri, I have a very, very bad feeling that's coming soon.
That is usually how these things align.
Well, go fucking me.
Hey. You both picked new names, right?
Aye.
I mean, you learned about mine just fine. I'd hope I could return the favor.
I suppose give it a few days then.
Look, you don't have to agree with how we did things back there. Hell, if you want off the fucking boat, I can't stop you. If you want to go back to your husband and you want to stay there and you want to leave this problem to us, by all means. It's not my fucking business.
I finish what I started, alright? Once we're done, I'll be out your hair, right?
I mean, I never said that you were a problem. I'm just saying, there's a lot of disagreements that are happening right now that I think's mostly happening in your head. 'Cause I'm not fucking mad at you. Anyway, I think the ship's here. I need a fucking drink.
Arrives.
Great! Let's fucking go!
That's...
Yeah, he's just silent. That weighed very heavy on him.
Great. Well, this was time for an awkward ride.
Yeah. So, even though the Zephyr has plenty of room on it, it's like Firefly Serenity-sized ship, I'm just imagining everyone's just kind of awkwardly piled in the cockpit, all looking in different directions so as not to talk to each other. As you all fly back towards the cloudburst, you get there, the Countess is there, she opens her mouth, does a quick double take. Did you not get the piece?
Nope.
No.
We had a bit of complications when we just about grabbed it.
Yeah, some things occurred. You might want to sit down for this.
Okay, so you've dropped several bombshells on me before. Telling me to sit down beforehand informs me that this is possibly the worst thing that could happen.
I mean, it's not the worst thing that's gonna happen. Like, nothing exploded. So, things could be worse, but okay. So, first of all, desert planet bad, terrible, absolutely fucking awful. Don't go
Agreed.
there.
Agreed, yes.
Just truly terrible.
Sucks.
Right. So, okay, so first of all, found a big ol' sunken ship, that was a whole thing, that documentary or whatever that's going on air, super fucking wrong. Like, not gonna come as a shock that it's propaganda, but it's super propaganda. We found a corpse. That guy died screaming. Miserable. Not great.
Oh, yes. I've got to upload those off to the net once we get a chance.
Also, fucked with some ghosts. We were in space hell for a while, so that was a whole thing. We broke into Malady Faye's house.
I see.
Yeah, so,
We've had a trip.
Yeah, so we found a Warp Witch temple, like you do, which was Malady's house, and went through some trials, which involved a lot of stuff talking about Malady's tragic backstory, like you do. Very sad, by the way, incredibly sad. That girl's like the last Warp Witch and was left alone for a very long time. It's very sad, and also the Warp Witches want to bring the green back to Desert Planet, which, love that for them. A very, very good goal, but I don't, there's no more fucking Warp Witches around, right? I think she's it. Unless you've heard of any.
I mean,
based on what she said.
Rumors, nothing I paid much attention to because none of them showed up on Panatha.
Yeah. Yeah, well, supposedly they're out there trying to find a way to make Katana green again. You can see how well that went. It is still a desert. So has not gone great. Right, so, they're trying to fix the thing. It's not working. Malady's been all alone, and, we went through all of her fun backstory stuff, which was very sad, and the treasure map the piece was there, but since we, hit a sensor that said this was Malady's house, she showed up and, she understandably got the map piece, what with it being her house and all.
So she was there, is what you're saying.
She was there, yes. Yeah.
And you're sure you're not infected by anything? You sure any of you haven't been turned into, voodoo dolls or time bombs or the like?
Not that we realized,
Yes.
As far as I'm aware, no. Do I look like a voodoo doll to you?
Not really, but you never know. It's just...
I mean, that's fair. No. She did temporarily threaten to send Ace to space hell because he was fucking around and going to find out, but that didn't happen. We talked her down. So we talked with her a bit about her and Grail's plan because, last we talked, the plan seems to be ending the universe, which would be bad.
Yes,
and she said that was more of
bad.
an elevator pitch, and she said actually the intent was to destroy any planets that didn't have potential warp witches, and I was like, okay, but consider we just want to kill, the Antares Collective, and we talked it over, and she said I could maybe be, I could look into, fiddling with things to make sure we don't destroy a bunch of innocents and just focus on the Antares Collective. This is all to say, they have map pieces, we have map pieces, she is a warp witch which would potentially know how to work a scary warp weapon. I said that maybe we could all meet and consider, coming to an agreement.
On neutral ground.
On neutral ground.
Countess Alna blinks multiple times. So you're proposing an agreement, or an alliance, with Malady Faye and Grail Khan?
Pretty much.
Correct.
Well, they are.
And in this alliance, we're going back to the actual Fire the Deimos Star plan.
Yeah.
If it works out like that.
This is a lot to take in.
Yeah, that is why I said you should sit down. You feeling okay?
I am going to need some wine.
Me too, please.
Yeah. A little floating robot disc comes over with a tray full of wine. The cat starts just, drinking straight from the bottle.
Yep.
Actually going out into space and looking for people to help me find this fucking super weapon. I always thought it would be a lot more chaotic than I was used to. I underestimated it so badly.
I mean, you're looking for a warp weapon. What did you expect?
I think the smart thing for me was to not expect anything, and yet I am still fucking amazed.
We did not. So obviously I didn't agree to any specific alliance or anything because, that can't do that without you.
Right.
And I still don't know if firing the thing is necessarily the right move, because, maybe Malady could adjust. But I guess there's no way of knowing. But at the same time, I'm like, it's worth at least trying, I think. If you have a different idea, I'm willing to hear it, obviously.
Honestly, we don't have the knowledge that Malady would have. Bringing her and her psychopathic friend to the table, I think would help. Assuming they don't kill us.
Assuming they don't kill us. I will say, we do technically outnumber them.
Against Grail Khan, that does not comfort me in the slightest.
Fair, but, we'd have to deal with him at some point, right? So we may as well at least attempt some truces.
We might as well. Maybe that'll be a miracle.
I think we could use one.
Any other bombshells to drop, or should we all just get wasted?
Sounds good to me.
Let's get fucking wasted. I thought you'd never ask. I left my number. They're supposed to call us, and I figure we can arrange after that.
Of course you left your number with her. Why am I not surprised?
I
Right?
realize she's so cute.
Ugh.
I'm not
Just-
judging, I'm just saying.
What do you mean you're not shut up, for fuck's sake?
She's really cute. Look, have you ever seen, like, she's got really nice eyes. I need more wine, please.
I'll keep an eye on the ship's comms while you guys get wasted.
Thanks, Rez. We don't appreciate you enough, Rez.
We don't. Rez, have I told you that you're a great engineer? I'm so proud.
Jerry, you haven't even started drinking yet.
I just, there was a lot of
Because
stress
it
that just
works fast on
happened.
her.
It's all just released all at once, and like, fuck, dude, like, holy shit. I thought she was gonna fucking kill us, which, don't get me wrong, like, fuck.
You know, I'm not into women, but Rez, God, you're hot sometimes. Like, really smart hot, you know? That kind of hot.
You're smart hot.
While
I
everyone's
was not
talking,
expecting
Chance
this
just
after
like
yelling at each
is
other.
like pack ratting all of the wine bottles and running off.
Yeah.
I question this crew at times.
Compass.
You and me both, Compass.
Have I told you that you're a great friend? You're my best friend. I just think you're so great.
You're my best friend too, Captain.
Oh my
Compass,
god.
when this is over, you should open your own bar and be the DJ. That'd be pretty rad.
Oh my god. We can open up. Okay, but consider. We can put a bar on the Zephyr, and we could be a traveling bar. I could just give up this life of petty crime. I'm not gonna do this.
Jerry, I have such a love-hate relationship with you. That's a genius idea.
Maybe I should invent a mute button for people when they get drunk.
I'm not even drunk yet. I'm only on my first glass of wine. I drink all the time. I'm just happy right now. You'll know.
That's the best part about it.
Rusty, you need any help with anything? I think I need something to take my mind, just to try to distract myself for a bit.
All I'm going to be doing is cycling through every available frequency our number can pick up, just to make sure I don't miss anything.
Fair.
Have you considered just playing video games while drunk?
Why don't you go do that, Captain?
Have you
That
heard of
sounds
this
like a
really
wonderful
cool
idea.
game? Have you heard of this really cool game? It's called Psychonauts. And
How did I know?
Yeah. Oh, you know Psychonauts 2. I'm on Psychonauts 6. That's the one with the genetic demons.
oh my god, I haven't been able to get that one. Can you show it to me?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Let's
sure.
play some Psychonauts together.
Oh my
They
God.
finally added co-op with Lily.
Oh, thank God, finally! God, that'd be so cool, though, for real.
Alright. So the crew splits up to either get drunk and play Psychonauts, or to listen in on the frequencies. About like half an hour, 45
Well, be a
minutes
pack
pass.
rat.
Or to be a pack rat, which is just like hiding in the corner, drinking all the wine you can steal. Until like 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, the Zephyr starts getting pinged on the communicator. Unknown number.
Jericho immediately runs over, like, does like a whole, like, nervous, like, okay. Be
I
cool,
just
be
already-
cool, be cool.
I just
And
already
immediately
answer.
sobers up. Yeah,
I
I'm
just
good.
immediately answer. Hello?
I am told this is the number to contact Captain Jericho Nova.
Yep, this is her. Jericho only slightly deflates, but then it's like, yep.
I have also been told that you seek an alliance.
That's correct.
What exactly do you have to offer that would make such an alliance worth it?
We got a couple pieces of a map.
There's a pause. I am also told we are to discuss meeting at neutral ground.
That's correct.
Where would this meeting take place?
I should have asked. Jericho turns to like the countess, like, where the fuck were we supposed to? I didn't think this part through.
I'm sure there's a space dock within at least a day's travel from here.
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
At least I'm assuming.
One
Now
that
asking
they
the
wouldn't
voice
mind
in the
being-
sky from my knowledge of traveling with Jericho.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I should know this, but all thoughts have flown out of my head. I should have really thought this through.
Oops.
I mean, I think the crew map might have an idea.
So as I just look at the map to see what's there, actually,
Yeah.
there appear to be some floating bits near Cayetana here.
That's so far away.
Is it? No, that should. I mean, you got anything better?
I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, like,
Yeah, so for the sake of it being an actual location, Grail on the communicator turns away. Scanners indicate that Broth's Diner is nearby, and would not take long to fly to.
Ah, good. More alcohol.
That sounds like a good place.
sounds like a good place.
Good. Meet us there. He hangs up.
Fuck me, a please would be nice.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go. Countess, question. Pause a second. Are you coming with us, or I don't know if it would. I don't know what you want to do. This is technically your venture here, so.
Am I required for it to be a negotiation? I guess what I'm asking is, am I directly needed to provide proof that I'm on the table? Or do you think they'll believe you?
I know if it were me, I'd want you there.
I actually also think you would add a lot of credence to the current proceedings. So, yeah, I think it's the right move.
Especially because what we told them was essentially we are not making any decisions as we're working on your behalf.
Yeah.
The Countess nods. Alright. But if this goes south, I'm blaming all of you.
Understandable.
If this goes south, I will do everything in my power to make sure you get out alive.
That is the idea, yes.
But nothing, it will be fine. We're all gonna share some lovely food at this diner, and it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Have you been to a diner recently, Countess?
I usually go for higher class fare.
Oh boy, are you in for an exciting time. You should get pancakes.
Pancakes?
Oh my god, you haven't had- Oh, this is gonna be a fun trip for all of us. Let's go!
Don't get carried away.
Alright. It is not a particularly far flight over to Brash's Diner. So,
Brushes.
the Cloudburst scoots along, not even needing to go into FTL warp speed, before pulling up nearby and letting the Zephyr out to dock alongside the diner. It is one big floating anachronism in space, and it looks like a diner straight out of 1950s Earth.
Yes.
That's
Oh
cute.
my god, it's perfect. It looks like home.
Disgusting.
Alright.
Yes.
Shall we?
You all head inside. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. all I can imagine.
Sorry, all I can imagine is the shooting star milkshake bar from Phineas and Ferb. That's all I can imagine.
Yes.
It's just a broken asteroid with the diner slapped on top of it.
Oh, Christ. Jack would have a brain aneurysm coming here.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's basically just Mel's Drive-In in space. So I'm just gonna put a picture of Mel's Drive-In in the Discord chat.
Yeah!
And it looks like that on an asteroid in space.
Oh, Jericho's
Yes.
so fucking excited. They had so many of these on Space Detroit.
Brilliant.
You all head into the diner. There's all sorts of gewgaws and knickknacks hung up on every square inch of the walls it can be. Space driver's license plates, like advertisements from the 1950s on all sorts of different planets. A sign explaining, Brash, the founder of this diner, was obsessed with the 1950s for some reason, but he was also very rich, so no one argued with him when making this diner.
Yeah, that's about right.
And this is Grail's definition of neutral ground.
It's just the most neutral place there can be.
Can Grail even eat?
You look around, Malady and Drail are sitting at one of the bigger tables in the middle of the diner.
So
Yeah,
all place.
there are 2 upturned milkshake glasses near Malady, and she is busy working on a third one. It looks Oreo flavored. Grail just looks up because Malady's too deep in the milkshake and stares at you all as you enter.
Okay, out of character, yeah, she's a woman after my own heart.
Jericho gives a wave.
Grail does
Walks
not
on.
wave back.
That's fine. Jericho walks on over, sits down. I was gonna say evening, but actually I have no idea what time it is. Time is irrelevant, we're in space.
I have been told this is a 24-hour diner, and all the hours are the exact same.
I mean, you're not wrong. Jericho
That sounds about right.
looks at the menu. Ooh, good, it is breakfast all day.
So, is this table big enough, or do we need to push another table up so we can...
Another table's already been pushed up.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
I've been worried to put him like just like Magic Compass is too occupied looking at everything on the
Yeah, Compass has to catalog every single license plate on
like,
the walls.
ooh, 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 ooh.
The Countess clears her throat. I don't believe we've met in person. Countess Alna von Dem of Panatha. Grail doesn't look her way. Malady briefly stops slurping a milkshake. Oh my god, these Oreo milkshakes are amazing! Can we get another one, please? You are paying for the milkshakes, Malady. That was the idea. You haven't had a single one. Gosh. Don't make to announce in front of everyone.
Great, so he's not your sugar daddy. Brilliant.
No, stop.
Now,
Sorry.
now that we are all gathered, it is time for a very important discussion. A waitress comes in. What'll you have to drink, honeys?
I'll have an Oreo milkshake as well. Jericho immediately just like lightly nudges Countess Olna. She wants pancakes.
I am told that I want pancakes.
I'll have a Professor Pepper.
All right. What milkshakes did they have?
You know, the usual, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, Oreo, Stardust, Sundust, Venuvian gas, Lizard, you know, the usual.
I take offense.
No, regular Lizard.
I'm suspicious.
Stardust, I guess, sure. Try new things.
And, alright, and one milkshake, sparkly gay style.
Hey, you got me.
The waitress wheels off. Grail immediately goes, and now it is time for our very important discussion, as if he wasn't interrupted in the first place.
Right, very
Correct.
important.
Finally, Compass sits down.
Melody looks up. Ooh, you know they have more of those license plates in the bathrooms.
Compass.
Compass, no.
Just, I am very curious, and yet we need to talk about this. Melody, I love you, and I hate you for doing this to me. Melody.
As their head is just kind of like slowly drifting a bit more, but just like coming back down quickly.
Jericho reaches over and very gently adjusts Compass's face back to where it's supposed to be. Ah, how the turns have tabled. Now it's my turn to make your gaze go where it's supposed to. Ha ha!
Yes!
Yes, time for this.
Just Grail about to proper brain aneurysm.
Anyway, right, like you were saying, this very important discussion for the fate of the. God damn it! I should have asked for fries. Wait! Sorry, could you also give me some fries? I want to dip them in my milkshake.
Can do, honey.
Thanks.
Just nudge his grills. So, any regrets, buddy?
Stop flirting with me.
I'm not flirting with you.
Yes, you are.
Married.
Maybe in another life.
I am under the impression that we are to combine the map pieces in exchange for an alliance of sorts. Is this correct?
I mean, that's the hope. Yeah.
Where are the pieces?
We will discuss that after we discuss the plans for the alliance.
Very well.
Because, see, here's the thing. We got the pieces to this here gun. These pieces to help us get there. And, from what I understand, your intent is to fire the gun and just destroy the whole ass universe. Is that still correct? Is that still your vibe?
Correct.
Okay. So, see, that's the thing we may have to discuss. Because, I don't particularly want the whole universe destroyed.
Melody peers up. Yeah, they just want part of it destroyed. You know, kind of same thing as us. I think we have some common ground here. Grail is just dead silent.
So, sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, look, I'll just come out with what we want. We need this thing to stop the Antares Collective before, and here we are in the best diner in the universe coming to this decision. The longer they are out there fucking shit up, ruining things for people, the worse things are gonna get. Revolution has not fucking worked. All that's left is the fucking nuclear option. But that said, I would like to only destroy the Antares Collective. And here's the thing. I think if we can get rid of them, we can probably make the whole universe a little bit better in the meantime, even for, you know, folks who are going through a fucking lot.
Anna clears her throat. Yes, that was also my goal for usage of the weapon. Not to destroy the entire universe, as I'm sure sounds good to you, but the Antares Collective are one of the main reasons that the universe is not treating any of us particularly well. And the waitress comes by with the milkshakes. She, slams them all down on the table. She also slams a cup full of fries and a cup full of pancakes in front of Jericho and the Countess. I was under the impression pancakes were not a drink. You ordered them with the drinks, honey. And the waitress walks off, throwing straws at everyone and no other silverware.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that
Lassie!
wasn't smart.
Huh. Well, listen. The good news is, now when you apply the syrup, it's not going to go anywhere you don't want it to go.
Won't it just pool at the bottom of the cup?
No, well... Jericho takes the pancakes, and do you actually... You can try it if you want, but if not,
with no silverware, I'm not a barbarian, Jericho.
Jericho slides the pancakes over to herself, and then just breaks off a piece of the pancake and dips it in the milkshake, and then just... So. Anyway, as I was saying, actually this was pretty good. You know, Countess, this isn't what I wanted to show you, but, you know, no, I can't just feed it to you. There's no way you would. Can I get silverware so I can show my friend that this is actually delicious?
3 space dollars!
Just wait for till we order food, Captain.
Fine.
Fuck me.
God,
this
chocolate.
I'm not.
Yeah, jeez, Ace. Why would you flirt with your enemy? That's terrible. Who would do something like that?
Listen, Grail, you can be as thirsty as you... Do you even drink? Can you drink?
Grail is dead silent.
Didn't think so. Right. I think what we're missing here, like, kind of pushes the drink aside. Like, dead serious question, mate. What do you want out of this?
Grail is quiet. Well, since we are putting motivations on the table, in order for this alliance to work. Melody just kind of winces and looks away from Grail as he starts talking. You are aware, at this point, and I'm sure you have shared with the class, that I am not operating at 100%.
I've heard.
Grail picks up one of Melody's empty milkshake glasses, smashes it open against the table, and stabs the broken glass into his hand. He then just pulls it out. I cannot feel that. I cannot feel anything because there is so much pain going through my body. It just overwrites any other tactile sensation. And nothing stops it. Not a bullet to the heart. Not a blade cutting me in half. Nothing. The Deimos Star will stop it.
So, you just want to kind of shoot yourself?
Yes.
Alright.
I understand. I've been there. Not to the same degree, but Jericho pulls off her glove and shows the scar on her hand. Yeah, I get it to some level.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, finish your thought.
I'm sorry that you're going through this. I know that that's not really... My sorries can't do anything for you. But for what it's worth, I am sorry and I do empathize. That said, I know there's no way for me to just convince you that, oh, all you have to do is find something to live for. Oh, I'm sure it's crossed your mind what destroying the universe would do for everyone besides you. You seem like a very smart man. I'm sure you've considered it.
I am not interested in therapy. If that is going to be part of the Alliance, we can call it off.
No, but I want to acknowledge what's going on with you before we continue. I think that's important.
You have.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of information before we move forward, Captain, do we want to share the information we've discovered about the Deimos Star?
You know what? You got better idea how that whole thing works than me.
Well, we are not positive on this, but we have been looking into exactly what the Deimos Star might be, what it can do, and, of course, how we can use it to point the gun at specifically what we want versus just everything, such like that. The problem is we have reason to believe that the Deimos Star might not be just a gun, as the legends might say. But in fact, a key that will allow the warp stuck on the other side full reign of the galaxy. And if we are to work together and figure out a way to point whatever we can at just what we want destroyed, we need to make sure that that is something that is a possibility that we consider before doing so. Because if it is, in fact, a key to open up the warp into our galaxy, to our way of living, there wouldn't be a point it and go. It would be everything comes to an end. Because if what we've discovered is true, it would just open the gate and there would be no stopping it.
The waitress comes by again. Y'all still deciding what to order?
I'm not really hungry.
Round of burgers and pancakes for everyone.
You got it.
Make it easy. Thank you.
Just sips drink. This drink is super gay.
It tastes like gay, yes.
Yes.
See, so the key thing, actually, that's something I want to ask our resident warp witch. So you... So how... So for everything I have ever encountered with the warp, it is wild and untamable and incredibly dangerous. But you seem to be able to manipulate it just fine.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? So I guess what I want to ask is, how do you do it?
Practice.
Practice.
Gumption.
Okay.
Hard work and determination.
I mean, I'm very impressed. And also good to know for others who may perhaps have some kind of warp problem that they're trying to work on dealing with. Good to know that hard work and gumption apparently is a thing. Good to know. I'll talk to you later. But so here's the thing. You are able to manipulate this thing and control it to some degree, right?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, maybe the key isn't necessarily a bad thing. I guess you would be the expert here. How do you feel on key to warp, opening the warp to our galaxy? What's the feeling on that?
Well... God, I was about to make a reference, but then I realized Melody would not know what Kingdom Hearts is.
Oh my God, Melody, you haven't heard of Kingdom Hearts? Do you want to play Kingdom Hearts?
Do you want to play Kingdom Hearts? Let me explain the lore of Kingdom Hearts. Sits down for a year.
Jericho sits down with Melody and explains Kingdom Hearts to her.
That's
Let
the
me
next
explain the lore
stream.
of Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna play all the games with you, all 27 of them.
Yeah, that's the next art stream whenever Kristen's hands get back. Just Melody and Jericho sitting down, and Jericho explains the lore of Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts to Melody face.
I mean, like, keys open doors, and doors... A lot of people think doors can be either open or closed, but you can also, like, open it a little? So, like, theoretically, that shouldn't really matter if we're trying to control what dies.
But it would matter depending on what comes through.
Sorry, who said that? Your voice mod wasn't on.
It depends on what that matters, depending on what comes through.
Oh, hi, Rez.
Some strange person walked by, muttered that to themselves.
This is a fully occupied diner. People are in fact hearing this.
I could imagine it.
Yeah. Grail just stares. Let me assure you, whatever beast you think will come out of the warp does not scare me. He just ignites his laser lance in the middle of the diner.
Oh, come on, man. Don't do that in the middle of the fucking restaurant. It's rude.
I will ignite it once it proves worthy of at least a 3-star review in Space Saget.
Mate,
Currently, it is only worth 2.
Mate, we get it. You can't feel pain. You're not scared of anything. You don't have to prove that anymore.
You can stop flirting with me.
I'm taken!
Okay, listen, we get it. You don't feel pain. You don't have to prove that anymore.
Also, we have enough fish for a Space Mulligan. Thank you, the Bean, too.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Yeah.
If I may ask about, actually, no, never mind. No, never mind. Screw that. No, fuck, nope. I'm too much of a coward. Nope.
Compass, please. Compass, I really value your input. Please stop staring at the license plates.
This is open grounds, Compass.
Yeah.
Captain, you know I'm not one to talk to really.
I think.
Compass, your voice modulator's
Compass,
dying on us.
you're disappearing into the ether.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we gotta turn the volume up.
Jericho reaches over and like spins a volume.
Is there any interference coming from the space jukebox?
Is my space Bluetooth now working again?
Yes.
Yes.
Apologies for that. Apparently, I've been having some technical difficulties a lot recently. A lot of technical difficulties. But I'm not usually one to really communicate or negotiate with others. After all, I'm just the robotic AI that takes its effort from place to place.
You're a member of my crew, and you've experienced as much as we've experienced. If you have any thoughts, negotiation isn't necessarily the same as just putting information on the table if you think something's important.
I'm not sure. The thing is, I'm not sure what I want to ask would have some connection to the Deimos Star, and that would be my hesitation of asking my question.
Good. I mean, and anything. Here's the thing: even if it's not necessarily related, we can't be sure. It's important to put everything we have on the table. So,
I just look straight at Melody and Grell and just. Are either of you familiar with the name of Necta?
No. Melody tilts her head, is clearly trying to remember something. Conveniently, the NA section of the library was, looted when everyone left.
Oh. That's... that actually seems even more suspicious, actually.
Probably, yeah, honestly.
Yeah, because our friend Chance here saw a scary spider thing. Called itself Natka, seemed really, really freaked out, my friend here, and that's to say nothing for the other things that we've encountered recently.
Yeah, it was a spider, super sucked, says Chance, scarfing down several milkshakes.
And just because I'm trying to remember, was Napka the same one that Rez saw in the mural?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when we were on... Fuck, what was that planet?
Balara.
Balara. When we were on Balara, I also had an encounter with Napka in the Warp Temple on that planet.
Oh, so you were in the Warp Temple.
Yeah,
Yes.
this whole thing.
Oh, so you were the ones who killed Darrell Traeger.
Yes. Yes, we
Well-
were.
No, he kind of offed himself.
Yeah, I'll be honest. He seemed like he wasn't himself by the time we got there. Like, we're the ones that eventually put him down, but he wasn't. He was much more warp than man by the time we got to him.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ace narrows his eyes at that. You can't see it, but he does.
Did you? He worked with you, right? At one point.
He taught me some of the ways of the Nebula Knight, yes.
Can I ask the specifics of what happened?
Is this important for the Alliance?
Actually, I'd say yes, because here's the thing. So this thing happened to your former friend. Guy's more warp than man. Because we see this guy, and he fucking loses it. Like, he just... Like, he already seems pretty fucking lost, and then when we talk to him, it's like the warp is talking through this guy. And suddenly he blows open, like, a gate to the place. Room's full of monsters, like you do, warp shit. And they were going on and on about the gates. And I just... So here's the thing. I'm all for opening the door and making sure we destroy whatever we need to destroy. But if you're going to be using a gun and the bullet is some kind of weird sentient spider monster that wants something of its own, that's probably worth at least thinking about. And I'm just saying, if this guy ended up being a fucking warp mess and he's related to you... My concern is whatever might have happened to you might be related to this whole thing. These things tend to be connected.
And the scars on your arm. Are you in control of them?
Takes long sip of drink.
The round of burgers and pancakes arrives at the table.
I mean... Not really, but, trying to be. Trying to be about as much as anyone can be when it comes to warp shit.
Is there the implication, then, that I am not trying to be in control?
No. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Good. Now, I believe the genesis of your question was asking me what happened to make Daryl Drager the way he was. We got into the temple further than anyone had before. What was inside was some kind of device meant to shoot warp energy straight into the sky. I was far too close to the blast. Struck directly by it. Drager was at the outskirts. Everyone else was dead.
I see.
That aligns with what we'd theorized happened.
I'm sorry. Sucks.
You have your information.
I do.
Is this going to be an alliance, or shall we move on with our lives?
Well, I guess, are you willing to keep your destruction to the Antares Collective?
And whatever gets in my way.
Gets in your way for what?
If something starts shooting at me that is not part of the Antares Collective, you cannot reasonably expect me to stand there and take it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking take it. So, Countess?
Well, having you two on our side rather than trying to get the pieces before we do or trying to kill us would be quite useful. You would make wonderful assets, and I'm sure wonderful additions to the team if it goes particularly well, yes. You aren't going to order a lifetime supply of milkshakes, are you? Melody looks up. Can we? Yeah, Grail just turns Melody's head back to the milkshake already in front of her.
Sorry, I was waiting for Melody to I was waiting.
Melody is now focused back on her milkshake and slurping that up.
So I'll take that answer as hopefully not.
I'm going to hope not.
Slurp.
So is that so I think that's a tentative yes from our side.
The yes is also tentative from mine.
Woo! We did it.
Jericho holds out her hand.
Grail just grabs it, shakes it, immediately lets go after one shake.
Alright, pleasure doing business with you.
Now then, we should probably convene somewhere that's not this diner once we pay the check, and, Countess Alna starts talking about clearance codes to get on board the Cloudburst. We are over time for break, so that is what we're going to take. We will see you all in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We'll return with more Strange to the Stars. Bye-bye!
Bye!
Welcome back, space travelers. When last we left off, a tentative alliance has been reached with Grail Khan and Malady Faye. And after making Countess Alna Von Dem pay the check at the diner, everyone, including Grail and Malady, heads back onto the Cloudburst to discuss their next move.
Okay, well... Jericho's, like, in full, like, I don't know, I didn't think I'd get this far. She's like, listen, I've used all my brain cells for the past 24 hours.
Right.
Listen, all I'm saying is, like... I'm sorry, Jericho in my head is just processing what's happened for the past, like, Like, we haven't even rested. We woke up in the fucking desert. We rode up a sand wave, and then we went into like a ghost spaceship, and then we broke into my crush's house, and we saw her tragic backstory.
And that what?
Oh no, am I saying all this aloud? Fuck! You know what? Don't. And now you're here on the clip. You're right here, hearing me talk. Let me show you around.
Alright. Jericho, you go off with Mallory to take her on a tour of the cloud.
Takes her on a tour of the ship that's not mine.
Be gay, don't do crimes.
I always do crimes. You should know me.
Right, yeah, it's you. Oh.
Sorry. I can give you a tour afterwards. We have to. I'm sorry. Right, planning our next move. Yeah. I want to assure you that I'm very serious about this alliance, and I have every interest. I'm taking this very seriously.
Brilliant.
Fun fact, I am saying this out of control, and Jericho was like legitimately congratulating. You know what? Wow, this was like actually a pretty good day of not disaster lesbianing. Like, holy shit! Wow, I mean, it could have gone better, but actually, this is all. Wow, holy! That's like 24 hours without a disaster lesbian moment. Ah.
Aha.
The clock has run out.
The clock has run out.
I just say to Chance, does she ever stop for breath?
No.
Yeah.
It's honestly really impressive.
Yeah, no.
You all willingly choose to live with me.
I really don't, but whatever.
Oh, technicality, I never did, but my choice to stay.
Wow, compass is going straight for my heart right there. Okay, I mean,
God, you really got a thing for kidnap, haven't you?
To be fair, the only thing that she kidnapped was my ship. I just happened to be a part of it.
That's kidnap compass.
I am starting to regret this already.
I didn't kidnap you. You chose to be here.
Look, Grail, why don't we just go somewhere else?
We're deciding our next move. We decide our next move.
We can do that in like 5 minutes.
God, well, stop flirting with your new girlfriend, and then we can do it then.
She's not my girlfriend!
Hun.
Yes.
Look, I don't want to judge what you and the Countess get up to on the ship.
Wait, what? No,
Yeah, I didn't say which girlfriend!
It was then that Jericho Nova realized she'd gone from one woman who she had a thing for that it was never going to work out with, to two women who it's probably not going to work out with. And they're both on the same ship.
And they're both on the same ship. This is when you romance people in visual novels and then they clash together.
Jericho's just like, I'm genuinely serious. She's reached like the end of her like working like a rational human. It's been like the day started in the desert. She's very tired. She's like, wow, what a day! Wow, what a day!
This is why I separate work from pleasure, Captain.
Right. Yes, our first plan of action as Alliance. Probably, get the last piece?
That sounds reasonable, says the Countess. Now, according to Leonardi's scans and research, the last piece is somewhere on Hohiri.
Right.
Whereabouts?
Well, if I had to make a guess, the most secure place it would be without being discovered by the general populace on Hohiri would be a vault of the Zath criminal clan.
Yeah, gathered! You know, it's weird then, that they just give one out like that.
They probably don't know what it is.
So, should we just wait for them to host another skiff race and win that one? Or...
No.
No,
The longer
didn't think so.
No, we...
Skiff races on the planet have been shut down due to the fact that, well, after the last excursion on the planet, Antares security has drastically increased.
Just glares at Grail.
You could have just given me the piece and we would have exited quietly.
It was pretty. And I won it.
You won something that did not belong to you. Congratulations. Your parents must be so proud.
They're not, and that's fine.
Regardless, we gotta get this thing. I have worked with the Zath clan before, so, you know, I haven't talked to him in a bit, but...
You have?
Yeah, I mean, you know...
How is this a thing?
I'm a pirate, Ace!
Ah, right.
We take jobs for a living.
Was it fun?
I mean, mostly we just transport shit. Like, you know, I'm not super involved, but, you know, there's a light working relationship that exists. So, I mean, granted, I don't know how I am a little unsure how to just go in and, I mean, so here's the thing. There's no way they know what this thing is. Because if they did, you know, they'd be finding a way to make some cash off of it. So, I wonder if there's a way for us to, you know, alert them to this being a thing we want, and seeing about, you know, buying it off of them without them knowing that it's worth an arm and a leg. Or several planets. Or the universe.
Well, if we just try and convince them we want the other part of the set?
I mean, yeah. We could just tell them, hey, we're getting shit together to stop the Antares Collective. Probably be nice to not have the cops on you.
I was more meaning they obviously own two of them. Or they did before they put one of them up for the trophy.
It's been so long.
Isn't that how we got the trophy?
Okay, look. In time, one could say it's been a couple weeks or so, but also it's been, I don't know, 9 months since then. And I may not entirely remember everything that happened 9 months-ish ago.
I'm making sure I'm remembering correctly, though, that we did win it from them originally, yes?
Yeah, we have one of those pieces.
Yeah, it was on the trophy.
Yeah, so that means...
Not we, me, I.
Okay, Ace won with his very impressive skills.
Ah, thank you. And a bird.
But, say, obviously things went quite wrong at the end of it, and they saw there being a scuffle with the trophy, and if it is 2 parts of a set, and a rich countess happened to come into possession of the one part and would maybe like to purchase and acquire the second part that they owned.
A rich countess who is wanted by the Antares Collective, who I remind you, are patrolling the planet.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's why you have pirates trying to get it for you.
That's true. And this pirate has worked with them in the past. I can come and speak for you. You don't have to go.
That would be ideal, yes.
Yeah. No, you can stay here. You can stay here.
It might not be the best plan. It is just one I was thinking of.
No,
if we have other plans, I'd love to hear them.
No, I think it's a good idea. If anyone has any others, I'd love to hear. But I'll be honest, if I can avoid, you know, trying, I'd rather not fuck with the Zath unless I have to. So, you know, if there's a way to, you know, pay some dues and get out without causing a scuffle, I'd rather do that. Which probably means you, Jericho points at Grail, are not coming with us for this.
I am fully capable of remaining on board this ship. Exploration of it would likely do me good.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
ominous.
What? I mean, obviously it has some value, seeing how eager you were to take Melody on a tour.
It's a nice ship. It's just a nice ship to look around at with some. You know what? Anyway, so I think we should make a plan to go talk to our friends at the Zeph. Yeah. Unless anyone has any better ideas, I'm actually feeling this plan.
Honestly, there really is no good idea here. I'm just gonna be blunt.
You seem a little tense there, bud.
All I'm saying is your plan isn't the worst plan. I'm just saying get ready to be disappointed.
Please, when have I ever been disappointed by my plans? They always go great!
Oh yeah, how'd your girlfriend's working out?
I don't have girlfriends.
Captain, please bring out the list.
I am decidedly single. Currently.
Decidedly.
I am currently single, but I'm okay with that changing. If anyone in this room cared, I would be totally cool with that changing. Nothing has been said. Listen, I'm trying to focus on my job. I take this alliance very seriously.
Clearly.
Yes. Okay, so I think we're gonna make a little rendezvous with the Zeph. So, I figure I'll, send a little notice their way to arrange a meeting. And in the meantime, I'll show Melody around the ship.
You know what? Sounds wonderful.
It sounds great.
It's
great. Brilliant. Go for it. What could possibly go wrong?
Melody, let me show you around the ship. It's really cool. You can even see my ship. My actual ship.
Just turned your back to you. I'm so fucked.
Oh, that would be really nice. Thank you.
Yay!
Alright. And as the cloudburst starts heading over towards Hohiri, yeah, Malady and Jericho go off to tour the cloudburst.
Yay!
Yeah, leaving the rest of the crew with some relative alone time.
Just the imagery of that.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'll approach Grail then.
Grail does not look at you.
You want to walk and talk?
Not particularly.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But there's just some things I want to ask about you.
I'm sure there are.
I thought you'd appreciate being a bit more alone.
With you? Not particularly.
I mean it as a respect thing, Grail.
You're not capable of it.
Well, I can be.
I doubt that.
Well, you haven't been particularly nice to me, so it's been a bit difficult. Fine. Do you want the short answer?
Yes.
Well, if this really is a whole thing to make sure you stop suffering, whether you get blasted by the Deimos Star or not, kind of want to know you past this. Before Special Agent Grail Khan. Before all that.
It doesn't matter.
Look, I'm going to admit, I do feel sorry for you. Because with any other person, I just say life sucks. Deal with it. Run off. Make a new life. But I can't with you. Because we can't fix this. But don't want to remember you for just this. Stupid as that sounds, I know, but this is just really different. And I guess Melody saw some good in you. I want to see what she's seeing.
You wish to know so much about me. Look outside.
If I'm gonna look outside, you're gonna run away.
No.
Looks.
What do you see?
The stars.
And between them?
Pitch black.
That pitch black is so much vaster than most people comprehend. This ship might make a journey of years into hours, even minutes. But there is so much that is still there. Compared to that vastness, compared to that emptiness, who I was doesn't matter. Not in the grand scheme of the galaxy.
But it's still a part of you.
And?
Well, I'm talking to you, aren't I?
For one reason or another.
Look, if you don't want to share it, that's fine. We all have our secrets.
I do not share because you are reticent to share any of yours.
Well, you're not interested in mine, are you?
I am not. At the
Precisely.
same time, however, that should not mean it is perfectly fine for me to tell you anything.
If I shared anything about me, you wouldn't share anything back. I'm not stupid.
Neither am I. Yet you seem to think otherwise.
You think you're stupid?
Yes.
Not really. I mean, Jerry's right, you're smart.
Is that your plan? To try and flatter me with platitudes, in an attempt to get me to not want to destroy all the universe, settle down for a nice life with you?
You're really keen on the whole flirting thing, aren't you? Like, you can be as thirsty as you want, mate. I'm married.
You're a dramatically unfaithful husband, then.
Oh, mate.
Why is he not with you?
Because I was technically kidnapped.
Then why did you not go back to him the first chance you got?
Because we couldn't. Because all of this.
That sounds like an excuse to me.
I never leave a job unfinished.
Neither do I.
Exactly, because here's the thing, mate. I left the Zaf because I wanted freedom, alright? I didn't want to work for anyone. That's why I argue with them so much. I want to work for myself. And hey, if it means the world's saved, then that's what I'll do.
No one is truly.
I can free you.
No, you cannot.
Well, I'll try.
You certainly will, and you will fail.
Then why are you doing this, then?
You have heard why.
But if you think you're gonna fail, then what's the point?
Now, why did I say thought I was going to fail? When did I say that, rather?
You just don't trust me.
Why should I?
No, that's fair. I don't know. You're different. I mean, there is a part of me that still hates you. But I'm starting to grow to like you a bit.
Are you quite finished?
What are you really hiding behind that mask?
A face.
There anything special about it?
No.
Yeah. I'm not hiding anything special either.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Well, when that store blasts you to God knows where, I'll miss you.
I won't.
Didn't think so, mate.
I would tell you to go back to your friends, but you don't have any on board this ship.
Hey, I said I didn't work for them. Doesn't mean they're not my friends.
I doubt that.
Well, doubt it. I'm glad you've got one at least.
Even if apparently you don't believe that.
Shrugs, walks off.
Before you go,
Aye?
if you do anything to Malady, I will slaughter your husband and make you watch.
Oh. You really do care.
In case you need more proof that friends exist.
I get it. Holds hands up. Alright. Fine.
Meanwhile, with Rez and Compass,
Yes, because while the rest of them are all gonna go off and smooge or whatever the hell they're doing, I am going to study the blade. Compass, would you like to accompany me?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful.
alright. Rez, you head into a workshop to go and study Dale Drega's monofilament blade. It's a pretty neat blade.
It's very interesting make, especially with how thin the swordsmith would have been able to get this. Very light, very deadly. What do you think, Compass?
It is definitely a very unique sort of craftsmanship. Apparently, I'm having trouble apparently having trouble speaking today. I apologize. I guess the excitement has gotten to my wires.
Now, we'll have to take a look at that, make sure everything's up to snuff. Don't want any sand having gotten anywhere it shouldn't.
That might be for the best.
Alright, well, let's see. Any particular systems that seem to be giving you any problems or whatnot?
Nothing specific as far as there.
That's good. Let's use the general systems diagnostic, just in case.
Raz, I have a question.
I possibly have an answer for you.
What are your thoughts on this negotiation that we've made? This alliance with Malady and Grell.
That is a wonderful question. Honestly, I'm hesitant, to say the least, as things could take a turn at any given moment. do worry. But for the most part, Malady at least seems like she has a heart that can listen. Grail might be a wild card, but he has reasons for wanting to work with us. You?
I'm not completely sure myself.
It's understandable. It's... Sorry. Continue.
But it has realized what's
Hold on a second, let me check
kind
your
of
voice box diagnostics. Seem to be having trouble coming through there.
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
Okay, sounds like that works. Try again.
It has become increasingly difficult to put away the logic that I'm used to these new emotions that I've been recently feeling. If anything, everything has become more difficult for me to say with certainty.
Believe that emotions can be a rather volatile.
So I've been seeing and understanding.
Yeah. I can, to a degree, in a strange sense, understand how you feel. Or what you're going through at the very least. On Rex Notice Prime, they don't really have emotions there. I was the odd one out. So I never really had anyone to help me understand how they are. It wasn't until I started ship hopping, and really not until I met you and the captain, that I started to fully understand some of them. But luckily, you don't have to deal with something like that. We can help you. Emotions might be tricky. But I'd rather you have someone by your side than just telling you to figure them out on your own, or, hell, just going in and deleting the program that's running it. Whatever's causing it.
And these emotions aren't all bad. Because of these, I've learned what it means to care. I have learned to care for this crew, genuinely. I am starting to learn to care for the Countess as well, and hopefully, within time, possibly to our new allies as well.
Quite possibly. But hey, Compass?
Yes, Rez?
You're with friends. Don't forget that.
Friends. We're all friends.
That we are.
Does everything seem to be in order?
Yeah. Despite everything that's going on with you, the system diagnostic is still coming back positive, so whatever's going on, your system's definitely not viewing it as a negative. Meaning whatever help we can give gets to be done out here, versus on there.
Well, that's a good sign at least.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, in that case, want to help me? Sorry, yes?
The two quote-unquote eyes just kind of pop up screen as like a little, just like this little blushing smiling face just pops up on it.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, Compass. We're gonna do everything we can to make. Now, how's about we see if we can break down anything about the sword and find out how to effectively use this thing?
Sounds wonderful. Then we could find a way to kick more ass.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, on the tour with Jericho and Melody.
Oh man, I just got the strongest feeling that Compass just used a phrase I would super appreciate, and my heart just swelled internally.
You get those feelings often?
Oh, all the fucking time.
That
just
might be a
constantly.
heart condition.
You know, it might be. It could be the weird warp thing that happened to me. I have been like this for a very long time though, so I think I'll be okay. I'm also not quite sure what. You know what? I'm the one the doctors hate. What can I say? Right, so as you can see here, this is usually where we talk to the Countess. We just drank we drank a lot of wine. It was pretty great. Try some of the wine. It's really good. I hope there's still some wine. Do you drink?
I just drank a whole bunch of milkshakes, so I'm not thirsty right now.
I mean, okay, right, yeah, sure, okay. So, like you don't drink an alcohols. You don't have to have it right now. I just for future reference.
Alcohol tastes really bad.
Oh, okay.
Clearly, like, I had it once when I was, like, raiding the wine cellar for anything to drink after everyone left, and it was, like, disgusting.
Oh, I see. Unfortunate. Wow, okay. Well, have you had, like, I don't know, Shirley Temple?
Oh, you mean the actress who was later reborn into a world-conquering psychopath?
No, it's a drink. It's a drink. It's really sweet.
I really don't feel comfortable drinking something named after a mass murderer.
No, you know what, that's fair. It is really fucked up that they did that. You know how it is. Space is just the real Wild West, Final Frontier and all that. Real bastion of morality.
Real bastion of morality. Like, and then they were like, oh, we're real sorry about that. We're going to rename it into something different. The Idi Amin.
Still a really tasty drink, though. It's fine. I'll you know what? You don't have to try it, but if we ever get the chance, maybe I'll see if I can find something sweet, and if you don't like it, then more for me. So, you know, it'll be fine.
I mean, if that's what it's about.
I mean, if you're interested at all, or if you just wanted to get milkshakes or something, that would also be fine. I'd be cool.
Milkshakes are delicious, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's that, and Medbay's over there. We've been there a couple times because you guys injured us. Great memories. Wonderful. Remember that time?
Times.
Remember that time when we were on Chiron 8 and you guys just totally we all just got fucking wrecked, and then I did a cool badass one-liner and stole one of the ship pieces.
And then we're behind fighting like the weird spider robot. Yeah. He was like, while there are many, there is always one, and then he got away and it was all weird and stuff.
Oh yeah, and oh fuck. So I think we still have to go there and deal with that. Oh god, that's still a I've made so many enemies.
You've made so many enemies.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. You know, it'll work out. So, you know, I don't know. We managed to talk you guys onto the ship. Maybe it's not the end of the world yet.
Yeah, that comes later.
That comes later, yeah. So speaking of the end of the world,
Yeah.
So your friend, he wants to be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You okay?
He needs help, and I don't think he wants it, is the thing, though.
Yeah. No, when you're like that, you usually don't. Especially because when you're in that deep, it's hard to know what could even help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've tried. I've definitely tried. It's just... It didn't work for very long, you know?
Yeah. And like I said, that kind of thing usually doesn't. It's good of you to try, but, it's not your responsibility in the end, Like you said, he has to want to be helped.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot, though, so I, figured I'd check and see if you were doing okay, because, I've been there, I've been on both sides of it. It's hard.
I haven't actually told him this, but, so along with using the demo star to, rap, pew, pew, a bunch of people are dead. There was one other thought I had about what it could do. See, there was the show produced on Earth way, way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
About people predicting what it would be like to be in space.
Yeah.
And, on this starship with a bunch of overactors, apparently they could solve any technical problem by reversing the polarity.
I've seen that show. Reversing the polarity did always work. You're right.
So, in theory, reversing the polarity could reverse what happened to Cayetana.
Yeah.
Reversing the polarity could make my home green again. It could bring people back. Maybe people who know a little bit more than me. Maybe people who can help.
I mean, it sounds like you're already doing a lot to help, but I feel you. Having some other people would be nice, huh?
Yeah. Smarter people than me, at least.
I think you seem pretty smart.
I have been locked up in a temple for most of my life. I am not very smart.
I mean, here's the thing, though. You survived being locked up in a temple all on your own. That's hard.
I mean, they stocked the refrigerator pretty damn well.
Yeah, so what?
So it was a very fancy refrigerator, Jericho.
Okay, yeah, fine. Still. Look, when I was in the warp, I was all alone for a really long time. And sometimes it was really hard, and other times I found a safe spot, and honestly, the safe spot was harder than the dangerous spot. Because then you've got space for your brain to do whatever it's gonna do. You have to try to make decisions, and somehow space to make decisions is somehow harder than having to work off of adrenaline. You made it. That means that you're strong. And that means that you're smart. And I think that that's worth more than you're giving yourself credit for.
I just hope it's enough, you know?
I think it will be. Again, I'm really sorry we dug through your stuff, but I know what it's like to be alone. And, I'm glad Grail's been there to help, but, for what it's worth, you got a couple more people.
Yeah. I just hope Ace doesn't just try to, shoot me or anything.
Oh, if he tries to shoot you, I will kill him. Assuming
You're gonna
Grail
have to
doesn't
race
kill me.
Grail for it.
Yeah, exactly. We will race. He'll probably beat me in this instance. I don't want to, like, you know, try to, like, claim jumping over, like, your BFF Grail Khan. But I will still stomp any ashes that remain.
That's very nice of you, thank you.
Listen, nobody on my crew or adjacent gets to fuck with somebody who's on my team.
Nice.
And it's nice to be on the same team as you.
It really is.
Great. Okay, so you don't like alcohol. This isn't that big. Okay, so there's this place over here where the Countess and I were playing video games. Have you ever heard of Psychonauts?
I have not.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Alright, come on. Have you ever played a video game before?
No.
Oh, man. This is gonna be great. Let's go.
So with those scenes done, the Cloudburst continues on its quest until it jumps out of hyperspace and ends up well above the atmosphere of the planet Hohiri.
Okay.
Well, welcome home.
Welcome home. Don't suppose my attempts to contact the Zaft clan went anywhere.
Yeah, just sending out a couple of emails.
Yep, just trying to contact my old contacts. I haven't talked to them in a couple weeks. What with the space adventure and all, but you know that's not like that's uncommon, you know.
Right. There's been no response.
Okay, well,
Yeah, they kind of keep to themselves a lot unless they're looking for the help.
I mean, you know, sometimes when you're looking for a job, all it takes is a little bit of initiative and FaceTime. So I say we go on down there.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I was just, yeah.
Yeah. Question, Ace. You seem uncomfortable. Are you gonna want to go with us?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Right?
This isn't gonna be one of those things where we go down there and you say you're fine, and then your backstory corners all of us, and then now we're on, like, a side quest because, like, your shit has, like, your past has come to haunt us. This is a thing. I'm just saying, like, we are reaching a point in the universe where I would really expect that. Like, there's been a lot of hints, and I've said my shit. Yes.
I didn't necessarily say it will get brought up. We just have to be careful about it.
Okay, I'm just asking
if we can avoid it. That'd be great.
So, do you want to wear a paper bag? Is what I'm asking.
I took part in a skiff race where they all saw me. At this point,
You're right.
bets are off the fucking table here.
Can we put the paper bag on your head anyway?
I'm sure the glasses will suffice.
Chance is in the background drawing a face on the paper bag, preparing.
Like, hurriedly.
like lifting up to, like, hold up, and then Jericho's like, no. And it's just like,
Cap, are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, no, he said no.
Just to be safe, I'm gonna message Jack. And I'll just say, are you doing okay?
There is no response.
I didn't fucking think so.
Love that.
I'll wait a bit. Ace will probably just assume he's preoccupied or something and just go, look, whatever you're doing, keep the doors locked.
Okay. Well, I guess no time like the present. We're gonna go. Grail, you stay here. Melody, I don't know if you want to come with us, if you want to stay with your friend. It's up to you. Like, we're just gonna go, you know, make a deal with a criminal.
I'm not sure how helpful I would be in that regard, so...
Yeah, that is kind of what I was thinking. you go ahead and play Psychonauts.
Yeah, we're
be
more of
careful.
the brat brat pew pew kind of help, so.
Yeah. We'll let you know if we need some brat brat pew pew kind of help. Good luck with Psychonauts. If you get to the meat circus, I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm just still trying to get all those damn figments in the race.
Oh, you have to just give up on the race and walk
I will
around.
not be beaten by that dancing afro asshole.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're really taking to this. I'm glad this was your first gaming experience. Gamer girl Melody Faye.
Gamer girl Melody Faye selling gamer girl bathwater.
Oh my god.
Curse.
No.
She'd make a good VTuber.
She would make a good VTuber.
Yeah, a lot of people would sim for Melody.
So bad. Okay.
All right.
Well, let's go. All right, Countess, if we end up getting murdered in some horrible space mafia stint, we did our best.
If you end up getting murdered, I'll send them down to Brat Brat Pew Pew and retrieve your corpses.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Not to worry. The Countess will be safe under our guard.
Love that.
That was very... Alright. I'm trusting you.
You have to make everything sound really threatening.
That's the way my voice sounds. It
Just
really
say
is.
she'll
You
be
should say-
fine.
Yeah, you should hear him, read the phone book. It's really spooky.
Oh.
Okay, well... I'm trusting you. So, Alright, off we go! Good luck!
All right.
Here we go.
The five of you board the vessel, disembark from the cloudburst, and start descending towards Hohiri. You immediately start getting hailed on the communicator from an Antares frequency.
Oh.
I answer.
Unidentified
Hello?
vessel, you are entering secure airspace. Please transmit your authorization code.
Make something up!
I pull something out of my ass.
Compass,
Hey,
make a wit
Compass.
roll to pull out a convincing sounding authorization code.
No! Wait, what'd you get?
7.
7.
We have a space mulligan.
Yeah, you can use the mulligan.
Mulligan, please.
All right. We use the space mulligan to bump that up to a success. Thank you for the code. Thank you for the code, unknown vessel. Please proceed to docking bay 37B. Please stay in the green and orange zones only. Thank you.
Thank you.
How the fuck did that work?
We should keep backup codes on us more often.
We should, and also I have the best AI in the world. Ain't that right, Compass?
I would hope that is correct.
Alright, let's go down onto this horrifying planet with a criminal clan and also the Antares Collective.
All right.
Woo!
You descend towards the indicated docking bay. There is a free spot to park the Zephyr, so you go ahead and go down there. Immediately at the windows, you can see that there is a security checkpoint being manned by an Antares officer, just watching people go from this docking bay and nearby ones into the streets of Hohiri. She looks particularly bored, but is, nevertheless, repeatedly scanning the crowds for anything suspicious.
Just like natural.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, I do crime all the time. I am actually quite good at acting natural.
We're supposed to be here.
We're supposed to be here. So we're gonna just keep on walking.
Right.
All right.
We be chill.
You chill. The officer does a little double take, watches you all as you walk, but you're just acting casual, so you walk right on by the security desk.
No reason to question us. We're okay.
The officer pulls out a logbook, notes something down, continues her scans of the crowd.
Alright, so she just took notice of something, so be
The
wary of
usual
that.
scene.
The usual scene.
The usual scene.
That usual scene.
The usual scene.
Don't worry, she'll forget it in like a second.
I will
I think that's why she wrote it down.
Yeah, but most
that-
you remember it.
I will say, I am a wanted pirate. Not a super wanted pirate, but I am still, a pirate.
I
probably
feel like
should've
half
covered
the
my
people
hair.
in here are wanted pirates.
Exactly, that's the thing. That said, we were involved in the scuffle, so let's just be careful. I'm
Yeah.
gonna kind of I'm kind of keeping an eye out, making sure that nobody looks like they're, about to Secret Service sneak up on us and, yank us into an alleyway or something.
Get down, Mr. President, you.
Yes. Yes, correct.
All right. Roll savvy to look around the crowd and make sure there's no funny business going on. All right, 11. So, from what you can tell of this crowd, this close to the starports is being controlled very securely by the Antares Collective. They posted, officers and guards nearby, but these are the equivalent of rent-a-cops. You would wager that actual secret security and spies are posted deeper in the city, actively looking for the kind of threats that don't use a public landing bay.
Yeah, that makes sense. You never can be too careful. Alright, so, in spite of me, Kristen Trawczynski, throwing in my character thing of knowing shit about how the Zath clan works, I, Kristen Trawczynski myself, actually have no idea how I would go about, getting in contact with these people. So...
I have the streetwise skill.
You do, Ace.
I will
That
use
sounds like a wonderful skill.
Alright. I'll look around.
All right. So, usually, Ace, people who work for criminal clans like the Zath criminal clan on a planet as seedy as this tend to be running some of the more, less than public knowledge ways of making money. That is to say, casinos. That being said, gambling is technically illegal on Hohiri. If people happen to place private bets on a skiff race, that's fine, but a whole establishment, that sort of thing is kept under wraps, the exact location of where a casino would be. You would wager, however, that there are a decent number of people who would know where the casino is, lower-level, street-level Zath criminal clan boys who can point you to where the casino is, because more than likely, you'll find someone slightly higher up the food chain in there.
Well, wouldn't I know?
You might know a couple of people. You might know where a couple of those people live.
Right. Follow me.
All right.
Okay.
Great.
Let's follow.
All right. Ace, you lead the way through the streets of Hohiri, which you think are, despite the presence of Antares guards going up and down some streets and setting up checkpoints around the city, setting up signs to indicate what color security zone everything is, it's a lot quieter because there aren't any skiffs running down the canals, and there aren't any condor bots flying up and down the city. You think, maybe all the patrols are Antares now and they're just on foot. And that's when you hear boom, boom, and a loud whirring in the sky. And you look up, and this, giant mechanical dome being held by 3 huge mechanical legs, what you recognize as a Martian tank strider, strides across the buildings, across the various hills, streets, and canals of the city, gripping onto, like, the tops of various skyscrapers, and using that as a base so that the tank strider can move its other legs further around in a higher patrol zone as it just strides over the green security zone towards what you recognize as a red security zone, according to the signage.
Right.
Hey, Ace, out of curiosity, where's your home?
Would my home be close by here?
Your home is relatively close by here. You wager if you follow the streets down to the purple security zone, it would be in there.
I mean, it's not that far off. It'll take us, like, 20 minutes tops.
Okay, my thought was first, is it in a red security zone? I'm like, I just, want to make sure your husband's safe. I mean, if you think it's better to leave it alone, we will. I just a thought I had.
Has he messaged me back yet?
No.
I'll message one more time. Hey, are you doing okay? Like, what are you doing?
There is no response.
I mean, wouldn't hurt, I guess.
All right, you wanna check it out?
Probably the best bet.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. Can't wait to finally meet your husband in a canon space.
Yeah. We'll probably have to be a quick trip, but it's fine.
Yeah. Let's go check on your husband.
All right. You start heading down the street towards your husband. There is a security checkpoint in the middle of the street, right in front of one of the security zones. They witness you approaching and hold up a hand for you to stop as some Antares troopers stand more at attention, seeing you heading down the streets.
Aye?
This is a purple security zone. Civilians aren't allowed.
What do you mean civilians are allowed? My home's back there!
Civilians are not allowed.
What? So, how am I supposed to get back?
Move along.
So what happened to the civilians in the purple area?
The trooper looks over at you. Purple security zone means there has been threats of active rebellion against the Antares Collective.
Okay.
That's not answering the
Could you
question.
answer for me what happened to my friend? The civilian my friend knows. The potential civilians that are in the purple zone. You didn't answer my question.
The threats are contained and their materials are confiscated.
Oh.
Oh.
So, like, communicators.
So as they can't communicate to any outside forces.
Oh, right. Okay, that's fine.
That
I mean, it's not fine. I think you're full of shite, but sure,
No,
fine.
that's-
Walks off.
That makes sense. Understandable. Thank you. Have a nice
Have a
day.
nice day.
Move along.
Moving along. I hate these guys.
You move along out of earshot of the security checkpoint.
Okay. At least he's not in immediate trouble.
Ace, I am still very pissed for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. What the fuck do we do now?
Well, we're here for the peace, but at the same time, I will say peace is important, but I always say family comes first.
Knowing what I know of Ahiri, is there any chance I know of any other way to get into this sort of, like, section?
There may be a few, underground routes used by less than savory types.
Would they be connected to the casinos?
Like, you haven't been on Hohiri long enough to know of this particular branch of the Zat criminal clans. If it was a planet you were more familiar with, you'd know where that casino was, but not the one on Nohiri where you fled.
Oh, I get it. It all makes sense now. I'm dumb. I was assuming the whole time we were complete idiots who didn't flee Hariri and we just stayed right next to the Zath. That's fine. Right, well, well, I guess the only place we're gonna know how to get there is if we ask.
Yep, let's ask around. Yep, I'm going to proceed to be like, hey, you know, I'm a really stressed out individual. I would love to do some kind of, you know, betting of some sort. I understand there's no races going on, but, you know, I'm interested. I'm going to put out my interest in such a thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of see if I can get a vibe for him and be like, hey, you look like you're not miserable. Consider.
All right. Make a savvy check to see if you can spot a dude who's not a narc. All right. You spot down a nearby alleyway that is not very well close to any of the security checkpoints. There is a singular man in a long black duster smoking a cigar next to a dumpster.
Hey. Sorry, I'm like, how was I going to pitch this? I don't know. I'm like, how was I gonna do this? Hello, fellow kid. Hail and well met. Do you like to do a gamble? That's not what I say.
Just say
hello, fellow
hi.
upstanding citizen.
Hello, fellow upstanding citizen.
Oh my Christ.
That's not what I do.
I ain't upstanding. I'm leaning.
I can see. Actually, what are you smoking? You know.
Death sticks.
Oh, all right, great. I admit I'm curious. I've never tried before, but you know, you wouldn't. This is gonna seem like a really lame thing to ask, but you know, say I were an incredibly stressed individual on a planet under some kind of horrible security, well, and I needed to blow off some steam. Would you happen to know where I could go?
300 credits.
Okay.
I'm sure the Countess won't mind.
Yep. She just says, "You got death sticks."
You got death sticks. All right. You transfer over 300 credits. The guy nods, reaches into his pocket, flicks over a death stick towards you.
Okay, this is cool and all, but we both know that I can't do this just anywhere. Would you happen to? I'll be frank, I'm looking for a place where maybe I can relax, get a drink, maybe place a bet or two. You know, skiff races are down, so I gotta find something interesting.
Bets?
Yeah.
Ain't no bets allowed on here, not while the Antares is around.
Not where they're looking.
Y'all stand out in the crowd. They're looking.
Say we found a way to not stand out.
Say you found a way to make them look somewhere else for a while. Maybe you'd have better luck then.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, fair enough. Pleasure doing business with you.
Enjoy your death stick. That one's fresh.
I guess I will. Jericho stares down at the death stick after many years of existence and the many years she's spent being stuck at her current age. She's like, would a death stick cause me any problems? I don't actually know.
Make a wit check to see if you know about what death sticks are made of and their medical side effects.
Oh no! I have a -1!
You don't know about any side effects. It's probably a super cigarette. You don't know how it's made.
I mean,
So,
listen.
can one of her crew
Please.
make a roll?
Oh, I
Or
know.
they know?
I know.
Please.
Well, I'm not telling you.
I'm sure you do, Ames. All right.
Can we use one of the other crew members?
Yeah, go for it. The
Maybe
people who
two.
are smart.
Smoke it.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn!
Jericho stands there and contemplates it, and then just both Compass and Rez at the same time reach out to push the death stick down.
Captain.
What?
Terrible idea.
Yeah. Yeah, so full disclosure for what it's made of and what the side effects are. Rez, you've heard stories of death sticks and what they do. It's a super cigarette, and also really bad. Some people from, like, planets that are really close to the warp say it has slight necromantic properties that you should not be ingesting. Compass, you look up a list of the ingredients that go into a death stick from the dark web. Among them sticking out to you are someone's ashes. So it's a cigarette made with someone's ashes, basically, is what a death stick is.
What? We gotta recycle them somehow.
Captain, I need you to use a little bit of the brain you've got in there for 2 seconds and think about what the name of this thing is
I'm
called.
not actually gonna do it. I'm not that stupid.
Good idea, because that means you'd be smoking someone's ashes.
Jericho just stares Compass dead in the eyes. I've been to the warp, who gives a fuck? Shoves it in her pocket.
Hey!
Ah.
You're always choke on the first one. Anyways, let's go find the fucking casino.
Yeah, let's, I think we need to make some kind of ruckus to distract things and then see where we can go from there, from the sounds of things.
Yeah.
Let's just do it far away from here.
Yeah.
So who's gonna get to play distraction?
Alright, so Chance is usually good distraction.
Yeah.
We're gonna Chance. You're on distraction duty. I want someone with you so you don't fucking die. We need at least one person who is, you know, if they were say to numerically be good at streetwise shit, I would want them to be, you know, working on figuring out the casino thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking in theoreticals here, would we be able to contact the Cloudburst?
You would, theoretically.
Malady and Grail know how to slip in and out of places and make a ruckus with shooty bang bang pretty good.
That's a good point. That's right. We have 2 more team members. Oh my god. Jericho pulls out her communicator. Ask for bang.
Hey, can we go out on a date? It's gonna involve blowing up the Antares Collective.
Okay, so I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna call them up.
Alright, you call them up. Before you share the plan, though, we are over time, and it sounds like we pretty much know where we're gonna start, at least for the next session, so...
Yeah.
We're gonna call it here. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you, hopefully, in 2 weeks for more adventures on Crime Planet, the planet of crime. Until
it's my
then,
planet!
It's your planet. Until then, stay tuned, space travelers.